having an active authority versus not having an active authority as an owner operator. Which one would benefit you more? It's not really great to say that one's better than the other, just in general. Just it's always a what would benefit you more as a person in your lifestyle. So let's go ahead and talk about it in this video. And I'll give a couple advantages to both. And you, as the viewer, can figure out which one you like better. So one of the first things you need is you got to have the active authority itself, right? You got to set that up in order to have your own authority. Some people might not want to do that themselves. Of course, you can pay somebody to help you up with filing to get your authority active. Some of you might be like, I don't want to deal with that just in its entirety. So for those people, you can do like I did and go ahead and lease on with a company that has their own authority. You're not a company driver, you're just leased on with them. They'll give you, they got dispatchers and they'll give you loads, and you can, tell them, hey, I want to do this load, or no, I don't want to do that load. But as far as other people that actually want to go ahead and go through the active authority, of course, you need other things before you can even really apply. And then there are certain things like when you apply, you got to make sure that they get within the process of like 25 days or something, like proof of insurance and BLC3 filing. Those are things that you don't have to do before you get started with the active authority, but they have to have it within 25 days. There are also other things that you have to do when you are starting up with your own active authority, like as far as insurance. That's another thing. Like if you decide to lease on with somebody else, then they'll more than likely have insurance that you can go ahead and sign up with them for however long that you're going to be there. But let's just say essentially you can sign up with them for a year, right? Versus you trying to figure out how much it's going to cost for you to get the insurance package, as far as like cargo, passenger, general, and all that stuff. Of course, some of these people are actually, not only will they might give you a discount on some of the insurances, but they'll also just flat out pay for some of them. Like place that I'm at right now, I think they pay for general insurance. They don't do passenger insurance, but yeah, I think they pay for general insurance, and then I got to pay for like cargo insurance or something like that. But as a person with their own active authority, you're paying for that all on your own. Another thing is that some of these companies that you lease on with, they'll have discounts at certain places, license plate programs and stuff like that. They also have fuel discounts, stuff like that too. So they have, places when you lease on with a company, they definitely will give you some benefits, versus you trying to do everything on your own. But at the end of the day, you being on your own with your own active authority, you're just going to make more money. It doesn't matter how many benefits that these people give you, because at the end of the day, you are going to have a lot better, you're going to have a much better income potential. If you look at some places where they ask for you to have your own authority versus not having your own authority, and I'll use myself as an example. The place I'm at right now, I can make up to close to $5,000 a week gross, right? But if I decide to go and get my own active authority, then I can go from like up to $5,000 a week, or let's say $45,000 to $5,000 a week. I can go up to maybe 8 to 12K a week. They're paying over twice as much. As a person that wanted to figure out how I wanted to be an owner operator, me and my wife, as far as doing this business, one of the biggest things we wanted to do is make sure we got our own active authority, because we want to go from potentially making, let's just say, 100 to 120,000 gross to, was that even gross? Nah, that's after. after taxes and all that stuff, we might have the potential to make 100K here, right? But you can go from potentially making 100K to making like 200, and that's just too much to give up. Shoot, with all these repairs and stuff that gotta be done, like you still running the same. If I'm still running the same amount every day, then I gotta get more money. That's just me. Some of you, like I said, y'all don't want to deal with all the paperwork and stuff like that, and I can totally understand. That's why some people rather be a company driver versus being an owner operator. So it's in the same realm. Just if I had to look at it, I'd be like, okay, company driver, owner operator with leased onto a company, and then just owner operator that has their own authority, right? So right now I'm somewhere in the middle, and I want to be all the way over here to making the absolute most that I can possibly make, so I can be chilling as fast as possible. Get more trucks that I can, get trucks fast as possible so I can get other drivers out here so I can they're gonna stop doing this, stop being on the road. But then again, when you think about it, it's like, man, 200,000 plus, jeez, I don't know if I want to get that up. Shoot. But hey, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So yeah. Hopefully this information was useful to you, and if it was, why don't you consider liking the video, and also consider checking out some of the other videos that I got on this particular channel, like this one right here when I was talking about company driver versus a owner operator in general. Check that out next.